Hi YouTube. I happen to have in my possession an iPhone 3G and an iPhone 3GS. Now Apple tells us that the iPhone 3G is so much different and so much better than the iPhone 3G. And really, it's only a year old. A year can't make that much of a difference, can it? I'm going to take you through each new feature of the 3GS and the features that have been improved one step at a time to see if you really want a 3GS or really need a 3GS. The first thing I'm going to take you through is how fast the phone is specifically in web browsing, because this influences the battery life. As you spend less time doing things, you use less battery. The first thing you'll notice about it when I show you is how fast the 3GS is compared to the 3G, especially when you launch applications or play games. Now, some specific applications are so much faster than the 3G when used on the 3GS, such as the BeeJive Instant Messenger. When used on a cellular network with the 3G, it tends to crash a bit because of the network. You drop out, you go under a train line, you drop out, a whole host of reasons, and it really crashes when you try to reconnect. But when you use it with the 3GS, it works like a charm. It's fast, it's stable, and is one of the best applications for the phone then. So now I'll take you over to another video camera to show you the web speeds, first of all, on Wi-Fi. As you can see up the top, both phones are connected to a Wi-Fi network. Now, the Wi-Fi network is running on an Airport Extreme Wireless N, however the phones only have Wireless G built in, so that's the speeds we'll be getting. Now, first of all, I'm going to show you a page in Safari, how fast it loads on Wi-Fi. You'll see a big difference between the phones. On the left-hand side is the 3GS. The 3G, you'll be able to tell throughout the videos because it has a large crack in the side. Now, I've got the New York Times page loading here. I'm going to reload them so you can see how different it is in speed.
You can see the 3GS is a little behind at the moment, but this is normal. This is what it always does. And you can see the 3GS is loading much faster than the 3G. The progress bar is beginning to get ahead, and it's done. The 3G, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can see the page on the left is fully loaded. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
28 seconds longer it took to load on the 3G. Now, you may say, I'm not a heavy browser, it doesn't matter to me, but the battery life that you can save on the 3GS for that 30 seconds, say 10 times, makes it 5 minutes. The battery life that's saved because of that is really helpful to anyone. Now, this sort of agrees with Apple's 2 times faster performance rating for the 3GS. It's mainly because it has a new processor. It's 200 megahertz faster and double the RAM. Now, that is a lot for a device of this size. 200 megahertz in most phones is more than most phones have. You see advertisements for the 3GS, and now they advertise cut, copy, paste, landscape, keyboard, messages, and search, how it's so much better than the 3G. What a lot of people don't realise is that they're actually in the 3G with the 3.0 software update, so they're all pretty much the same. However, you do the landscape keyboard when rotating the device has a lot better performance on the 3G, and it's not a jagged turn. And the multimedia messages send quite a lot faster. Now, nothing to make a difference because really, as soon as you've pressed send, it doesn't matter to you how long it takes to send. Really, both of them take under 10 seconds for a message. The accessibility on both phones, the same. Internet tethering, the same. The internet tethering really, it's pretty good for a phone. It is just like buying Wi-Fi through a phone provider for your laptop. So why not use it with your phone if you have an unlimited data plan? Voice memos, the same. All the other little applications are the same. Now, Find My iPhone, you'd think would be the same on both phones, but I have tended to find that the 3GS is found in the right location. Now, it's only a generalised location, but it's still found in a relatively close location. The 3G, so the old phone, tends to be about 100 metres off. For example, I was in a building, it was 5 stories high, I was on the 4th floor. I was in that building and it was showing me 500 metres down the street. That's the worst I've had it, and really, if it hasn't been stolen and you left it somewhere, it gives you a general idea of where it is, which really is the only legal purpose you have with it. The camera is so much better on the 3G, and now I'll show you some difference in pictures from both cameras. Now the video camera. You think a video camera in a phone is going to be crap, but really, everyone's been whinging about the video camera in the 3GS, but really, for a phone, it's quite good. And when you apply the 3.1 update, that's only in beta at the moment, which I have tested out a little bit. Both phones I was showing you were running the stock 3.0. The 3.1 update makes the video a little bit better, especially the trimming, because it's non-destructive. Destructive trimming means that when you trim it, you don't have the option to save it as a copy. You can only overwrite the file, which some people just don't want to do. But the video on the 3GS is actually really good. For a task that you want to take video with the phone, shoot something quick, or you're missing a moment, your kid's first walking, it works extremely well. Now, I'll take a video of the screen at the moment. So I'll take it now, and it's not blurring at all. It's not blurring, you can see it on the screen. It's not blurring. It's fine. Now I'll post this after this section of me talking, which you probably don't want to listen to, but it works fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. You can move a hand in front of it, it doesn't blur, so action shots, fine. Now, of course, I haven't tested this with someone running down a street, that sort of action shot, but still, to me, it works fine. And you can't really complain about it, because it's better than not having it at all. Now, Apple said that they didn't include it with the 3.0 update for the 3G because the processor simply couldn't handle it. And that's true. The processor on that really not so good. Voice control on the 3GS, it's really not that flash. For example, you hold down the home button, brings up voice control. If I say something like play music, we'll try that. Play music. There you go, worked that time. But it doesn't generally work. Say if I said, as a contact in my list called home, I'll go call home. I guarantee you this is probably not going to work because I tried it multiple times. Just waiting for it to come up. Call home.
No match found.
See? Doesn't work. But, really, it's a gimmick, and it still works alright for a gimmick. So overall, the 3GS is not really worth the update unless you're a power user or using applications that are hungry on memory, such as BeeJive and some games such as Crash Kart that look so much better. Like, it's incredible the difference in that application. With the graphics, they're no longer boxy and jittery like you see on an old shitty console for the TV. It's smooth and it's just like a modern computer. So really, unless you're doing those sorts of things to upgrade, it's not worth it. Save it until next year when there'll probably be a new design and you have the flashbang new iPhone that you can show to all your friends. Hey, look, I've got the new iPhone. Really, people that I know going, oh, have you got the 3GS? But in the end, you can say, oh, I've got it and still have a 3G, and most of them wouldn't know the difference. So, don't buy it unless you need it.